We are going to continue today on this difficult passage in the first book of Samuel, where this medium caused the person to rise from the dead. And we've seen the controversy of that already with three Bibles. So this will be medium four, and we'll go beyond that because I'm going to use three more Bibles than what I used before. So let me tell you what they're going to be before we start. The first one is going to be the New King James Study Bible. The second one will be the New Living Translation Study Bible. And the third one will be the ESV, English Standard Version Study Bible. These are all study Bibles, of course, and therefore they have notes. And again, like in the Voice Bible and some of the others, they'll even have articles. So we are going to begin with the New King James Version. And in this New King James, obviously, the words in the Old King James have been revised so that they are more readable to the modern reader. So we will see how far we get with this. But this is not only the text with notes, but then there is an article also. That's why I'm beginning with this particular version. So we have the text with notes. And then here's the first thing it says, which is very interesting. It says, when the woman saw Samuel, when her seance really worked, she finally sees that her client was Saul and appeared to Samuel has been interpreted in various ways. It has been suggested that the appearance took place in Saul's mind as part of his psychological breakdown. The church fathers believed that the demon impersonated Samuel and appeared to Saul. Others have thought that the medium was a fraud who tricked Saul into thinking that he saw Samuel. It seems best to follow the earlier view that this was a genuine appearance of Samuel when God himself brought about. Several points favor this interpretation. The medium was surprised. Saul identified the figure as Samuel. The message Samuel spoke was clear and from God. The text says that the figure was Samuel. There is no inherent difficulty with God bringing back the spirit of Samuel from heaven and allowing him to appear to Saul in spite of the woman's evil profession. Now, you'll notice what this says so far is that it wasn't the medium who caused the appearance. It's more likely that it was God who caused the appearance. But then, of course, you still have the question of why was the medium in there at all if God could have caused the appearance? Well, I think part of the reason is that Saul did not follow God's orders before, but used other things to find out information that he wanted. Now, that's one interpretation. Now, in this, we also have a little article below, so I'm going to read that one to you. This is called The Medium of Endor, an Accomplice to Disobedience. Are you ready? Saul's desperate attempt to learn his future on the eve of battle introduces a medium of Endor into Scripture. The medium is a mere prop of history's stage, set the scene for Saul's final disobedience to God, and ended a judgment where there was a tragic submission in his repeated compliance with Saul's evil request. The medium lived in the 11th century, Endor, a Canaanite city, 3 miles north of Mount Tabor and within the territory of Manasseh's tribe. She practiced divination. During Saul's time, the term medium meant one who consulted the dead on behalf of the living. Witchcraft had furnished in the nation Israel had been condemned uh, to expel during the conquest of the promised land. Manasseh, however, had not driven the Canaanites from Endor, though the medium likely was pagan. She knew her craft was forbidden. All forms of witchcraft had been condemned by God. Then it gives scripture. Saul himself had exercised civil authority in divine maxims from the word, and yet the medium was still in Israel, and her presence was known. The woman was cautioned and suspected of a trap when asked to bring Samuel, but she quickly complied to Saul's request after being assured of personal safety. Her fearful shock at the sight of Samuel implies that she had never experienced the appearance of such a figure. This sudden clairvoyance, she recognized Saul and horribly challenged the king with his own deceptions. Again, Saul assured her safety, and she responded to his request. When Saul fell to the ground in despair, the woman showed natural sympathy as she prepared food to try to regain his strength. And she coded Samuel to respond twice, and so forth and so forth. The medium at Endor stands, however, as an example of one who, while doing good in practicing human kindness, did evil in disobeying God. She will be remembered as one who chose to be an accomplice to King Saul in his personal disobedience. Now, that's the article. Now, we're going to stop here because I don't think my time will go beyond this. We'll continue next with the next one.